I just finished Ghost of Yōtei, and here is my review. Story. In short, the plot follows a lonely mercenary called Atsu, who hunts down the murderers of her family, the Yōtei Six. On her travels, she finds so much more than just the revenge she was seeking. I like the story, but most of the plot twists were quite predictable for me, so they had less of an impact. Other than that, the story was beautifully told and shown. Visuals. Ghost of Yōtei is stunning. The graphics are amazing. The world is so beautiful. I constantly had to stop moving to stare at the landscape in awe. The way it's presented with perfectly timed camera movements makes this game a very cinematic experience. Character models as well as armor and gear designs looked very realistic and incredibly detailed. I have absolutely nothing to complain. Audio. Just like in Ghost of Tsushima, Sucker Punch punched right into the fields with the soundtrack. Top tier. I just can't get Atsu's theme out of my head. Voice acting was good too. I felt Child Atsu sounded a bit like Bart Simpson though. I can't get that image out of my head either. Gameplay. Folks who played Ghost of Tsushima will feel familiar with this game, but it offers enough new things like new character, new map, new story, new weapons, etc. to not feel too similar to the first title. Bamboo strikes, fox dens, hot springs are still there, but with a slight twist. No spoilers. I think the developers improved most of the gameplay aspects in the sequel. Riding, standoffs, climbing, fighting, all of this feels way more fluent. I still struggled with random jumps into the void when climbing, but the standoff camera, for example, has improved a lot. No NPCs falling in slow motion anymore, blocking the view of the next in line. Nice. I still felt that with the sheer amount of different enemy types one has to face at once, it's a challenge to adjust the weapon in time. Fighting groups was still very chaotic for me. Compared to Ghost of Tsushima, boss fights got more tough and complex. Takezo. Enjoyment. I spent every free minute on playing this game in the past 2 weeks. That speaks volumes. I've done almost everything and will probably continue with that after this video. It's one of my top 3 games this year. Difficulty. I played on medium and it was okay. Some boss fights were tough, especially the late game ones, but that's to be expected. There are a lot of different difficulty presets, but you can even customize your own, which I love. Audience. It's not super gory, some blood splatter, so I would say teens is fine. Grind. I'd say it's mildly grindy. The game lives off of exploring the world, finding shrines, fox dens, hot springs, bamboo strikes, etc. to improve your character, but nothing of it feels like a chore, and it's rewarding. Without it, I'd consider it a challenge run, and it might even be more grindy than doing it actually. Bugs. I didn't encounter any on my playthrough. It also ran very well on my standard PlayStation 5. Replayability. As far as I know, there's only one ending. Of course, you can always try different builds with the various charms, armors, and weapons, if that is of interest to you. Now, how did you like Ghost of Yōtei?